What's up guys, my name's Gary and we're here for a 30-minute upper body workout. This workout has been split up into 7 parts, and in each part we've got 4 rounds. 50 seconds on, 10 seconds off, repeated 4 times. For the first round we're going to go with the kettlebell for some clean and presses, and then in this round 2 it's time to hit the chest with a series of push-ups. From there we're going to hit the shoulders, then we're going to hit the back, then we're going to go for the biceps, then the triceps, then hit that core, and that's us done. So if you're joining in for today's workout, make sure you've warmed up, grab 2 dumbbells and also grab 1 kettlebell, and let's get into it. Alright guys, the first round's about to begin. So we're going to start off with just the kettlebell, and the first move today is the clean and press. So clean that weight high up onto the chest and then drive that weight into the sky. We're focusing on one arm at a time. So we're going to start with the right arm for the first round, the left arm for the second round, then back to the right, then back to the left, and then when that's that first round done. So I want you to find flow through this movement. The entire body will be engaged, but we're trying to get as much strength to that shoulder girdle as possible. Alright guys, the round's about to begin in 3, 2, 1, let's rip it. So clean that weight high up onto the collars, use the legs for a little bit of extra push, but all the power really comes out of the entire shoulder girdle. So we want to feel strong through the shoulder as we whip that hand, that ball, high up onto the chest, and then drive it into the sky. Now in this position, you want to be feeling strong and stable as it's into the shoulder girdle, and then from there, we're driving it straight up. So all that power up into the chest, and then driving it up to the sky. Now you'll notice when the ball lands up on the top, it's not banging on the back of my arm. It's floating up into that position and then floating up to the sky. And that's what we're trying to find here, is that flow through that movement. All right guys, just 10 seconds left here. Let's push it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. All right, we've got 10 seconds to breathe, then it's time to hit that left arm. All right guys, we're on in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, let's get after it. So just like before, clean that weight high up onto the chest and drive it up to the sky. Now if you're feeling a little bit unsafe through this movement, what you can do is drop the weight and just use just do the military press only. You don't need to do the clean if you don't feel safe through that movement. But for those who are feeling good, we got 30 seconds left on that clock. So you'll see when the weight catches up here, it's not banging on the back of the arm. If it feels like it's banging on the back of the arm, when you lift it up, try and glide that elbow underneath so you catch it into this position before you drive it up to the sky. All right guys, we got 6 seconds left here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. All right, well done. We've got 7 seconds to catch our breath, then it's time to hit that right side. All right guys, we're on in 3 seconds. 2, 1, let's go. So our entire body is braced through this, and we're trying to keep that weight close to our body as we drive it vertically up. We don't want to weight out here or too far in front of us, because that's going to mean bad body mechanics. You want to be grounded over your feet, with your feet at hip width. Not that you can see it in this camera angle, but that's where they are, and we're driving with strength through the floor, through the ground, and into the sky. You've just got 22 seconds left here. "13 seconds to go. Just pulling that weight high up onto the chest. Keep that core tight. 6 seconds left here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Well done. All right, that is the right side cooked. Now we're going on to the left side. That round begins in 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, hit it. So every time we go down just a little bit, use those glutes to stay strong and keep the upper back as tall as possible. We don't want to be rounding forward, and we definitely don't want to round that lower back in the movement. We're staying strong and powerful through this movement. If the kettlebell you've got is too heavy and you've got options, it's always good to drop it down and move with that lighter weight and stay safe through this. All right guys, 20 seconds to go. 15 seconds. Oh, what a move to start things off with. All right, 8 seconds to go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. All right guys, extremely well done. This next round we're gonna hit the chest. and we're going to hit the chest with a series of push-ups. Stick with the advanced option of the push-up for as long as you can before you drop back to the standard version of a push-up. So go with the hard version and then go to the easier version once you hit failure. Our first movement today is a push-up, but we're going to bring the knee up to the elbow with every rep. That's going to add some extra weight into the upper chest and help us feel that squeeze. All right, guys, down to positions. We're on in 3 seconds. 2, 1, and go. So bringing that knee up to the chest for every rep. We're pushing hard out of the chest here and trying to feel that squeeze through the entire chest. If you're doing this movement and you feel like your elbows are up here, drop them back to about this height, and this is going to allow you to get an even greater squeeze through the chest, and you're not going to use too much of the anterior delt. Also keep the core tight, keep those lats engaged, and push hard out of that chest. All right, guys, 25 seconds to go. Now, with the time to breathe is as you're pushing out. So every time you push out from the floor, that's when you breathe. All right, guys, we've got 8 seconds left here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Okay, in this next round, we're going for an archer push-up. So we're going to go take the hands wide, and we're going to take the chest all the way across to the widest as possible. 3, 2, 1, let's hit it. So in this movement, we're taking our chest all the way across to one hand, and we're trying to push about 80 to 90% of our weight out of that single chest. Taking the hands as wide as you can. You're going to feel that growth on the outside part of the chest, but also through the center as you transition from side to side. All right, guys, 30 seconds left here. Now, if you're starting to hit failure, you can bring the arms in a little bit. You don't have to go so wide. But we've only got 20 seconds left here, and then the move changes. So stay with it for as long as you can. 13 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Well done. So in this next round, we're going to do a bolt push-up. So in 6 seconds, we're going to push up and drop back into our feet. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So bolt, dropping back down. So the reason this is called a bolt push-up is because from this position, it's going to feel like you're going to bolt at the 100-meter line. Pushing out of this upper part of the chest is going to make you feel a good squeeze through the upper part of the chest. And that's the focus here. So pushing hard out of the hands will push you back into those feet. Push as much weight into those heels as you can. Your feet will catch you, and then drive out of those feet to try and put some extra load into the upper part of the chest. All right, guys, 20 seconds left here. So this is the more explosive version of the movement. We just got 10 seconds left here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. All right, in this next round, we're doing a Y release push-up. So every time we do a push-up, we're going to take our hands off the ground and point them forward into a Y position. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So taking our hands all the way forward, pointing our thumbs up to the sky. It's going to feel like our body is in a Y position. In this movement, I'm also lifting my legs off the ground and trying to get as much squeeze through the upper body as I can. Now in this movement, we're taking momentum out of it, because we can do push-ups like this and just fly for days using momentum. But by taking momentum out of it, by coming to that dead stop, we have to use pure strength to push that chest out of the floor. All right, guys, we've got 18 seconds left here. 13 seconds to go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Guys, well done. We are here for the round of shoulders in this next round. So we're going to need 2 medium dumbbells. If you've got a resistance band or some lighter weight dumbbells to drop set down to, it's totally cool. The shoulders are a smaller muscle group, so it's nice to have some lighter weights to drop set down to, so that we can still get a nice squeeze on the muscles without putting too much weight or force onto them. All right, guys, the round's about to begin in 10 seconds. And the first move today is an Arnie press. So it's going to look like this. The second move is a delt raise. All right, guys, this round begins in 3, 2, 1. Let's hit it. So in this Arnie press, we keep the weights nice and close to the body, up by eye level, and then we rotate as we drive it all the way up to the sky. Now in that rotation, you're going to feel the entire shoulder girdle engaged. as they spin the weights around, but also to drive that weight straight up overhead. Feeling strong through the entire shoulder girdle, and you're also feeling nice bit of strength in the upper part of the shoulder as you drive it all the way up. Try and keep your shoulders down by keeping your ribs down, and that's going to stop the traps from taking over in this movement. All right, guys, we've got 20 seconds left here. Let's keep squeezing. So if you're starting to feel like you're slowing down, that's totally fine. Slow it down even more, and you're going to get a greater squeeze through the muscles. 7 seconds to go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. All right, guys, we're going for a delt raise in this next round. So we're going to take the arms as wide as we can, and the round's about to begin in 3, 2, 1. Let's hit it. So in this move, you're trying to take the arms for wide as you can, not as high as you can. So only take them up to shoulder height, and then control them to bring that weight back down. So up and then down. We don't want to be going too fast through this movement. If you're swinging the arms through this movement, we're going to take the momentum involved, and it's going to take their stress away from that outer delt. And the width of the delt is what we're trying to focus on in this movement. All right, guys, 25 seconds left here. Stay with this for as long as you can. If you hit failure, catch your breath, then get straight back into it. So keeping the chest up is key. That's how we're going to make sure we get all the power through the delts and not risk any poor posture in our lower back. 10 seconds left here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. All right, we're going back to the Arnie press in this next round. So in 6 seconds, the weights come up, and we're on in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So in that Arnie press, just like before, we're pushing all the weight high up into the sky. But as you push that weight up, imagine you're actually pushing your body away from that weight, and it's going to make a difference in how you feel the shoulder girdle moving and how your body positions. You will be safer in that movement. Just give it a try. I think you might like it. All right, guys, staying strong through this. 30 seconds to go. So we're still rotating the hands all the way around. If you're not feeling good with this move, just go with a standard military press. But if you are feeling good, stick with that Arnie press. It was apparently Arnie's favorite shoulder exercise, so let's stick with what he does. All right, guys, we've got 10 seconds left here. 9 seconds to go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. All right, we've got 10 seconds to breathe, then we're going back to the delt raise. And hopefully it doesn't rain much worse than what it's about to. 3 seconds to go. 2, 1. Delt raise. So in that delt raise, we're trying to feel all that strength through the side of the delt as you take that arm up to here. If you're feeling it in the front of the delt, take this pointy finger and then rotate it down slightly, and that's going to help you get a nicer squeeze through the rear and side delt. All right, guys, 34 seconds left here. So trying to feel nice and strong through those shoulders, keeping the shoulders locked back and trying to keep those ribs down. Oh, shoulders are cooking. All right, guys, we got 15 seconds to go here. Stay strong. 10 seconds. Now I know we're going to start swinging it. Try and fight that form for as long as you can. 6 seconds left here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. All right, guys, damn well done. So in this next round, we're going to attack the back. We're going to start with just these 2 medium dumbbells. In the first move today, we're going to tip at the hip and try to pull our hands up to our face. You can even do this with body weight only and still get a great squeeze through the muscles. That is the W fly, and it's because you're going to be creating a W shape with your arms. From here, we're then going to go into a reverse grip row, a wide row, and then back to a narrow row. But we're going to start with a W fly, and we're on in 4 seconds. So grab those weights, tip at the hip, 3, 2, 1, let's hit it. So in this movement, my back is long and strong, and I'm feeling a nice squeeze as I take those hands all the way up to my face. Trying to feel everything you can through that entire rear delt as you pull that and try and get that contraction, everything in through here. So everything's feeling strong through this movement. If you're moving these weights and you feel like you're swinging it a little bit, just drop the weights and use body weight only. Body weight's still going to give that squeeze. All right, guys, 24 seconds left here. This is a great movement for fighting all that posture. So many of us are on laptops hunched over and on phones all day. This is a great move to try and counteract that body movement for some better posture. All right, guys, 12 seconds left here. 8 seconds to go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. All right, guys, in this next round, we're going to point the fingers forward. We're going to tip at the hip. We're going to pull those hands tight into the body. All right, we're on in 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. So in this movement, try and keep the shoulders back. Your eyes are on the horizon. We tip right at the hip. The more you tip over, the more your back is going to engage. So if you're only a little bit tipped over, you're going to feel this in the upper back. But if you're tipped over heaps, you're going to feel the lats more engaged in this. And we're trying to get everything in the back attacked here. All right, guys, 30 seconds to go. So in that reverse grip row, you're also going to feel the biceps are starting to engage, and try and get some little bit of width in that movement just to really open up that entire back. All right, guys, 20 seconds to go. 15 seconds left here. 10 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. All right, in this next round, we're going for a wide row. So we're going to take the knuckles pointing forward, and we're going to take those arms as wide as we can, leading with the elbows. 3, 2, 1, and go. So we tip over at the hip and trying to pull that weight all the way up and into your upper body. You're going to be pulling it into about the chest height, but try and feel all that squeeze through the entire shoulder blade as you try and pinch those shoulders together. That's the focus in this wide grip row. So we want to be pulling it up to about rib height if you can. 30 seconds. Now this is in this movement trying to take your arms as wide as you can. So the focus here is trying to take the elbows as far away from each other as possible. 17 seconds left here. 10 seconds. Come on, you guys, let's stay with it. 8 seconds left here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. All right, well done. In this next round, we're going for a narrow row. So we're going to have the hands at neutral grip. We're going to tip at the hip and try to keep the weight close to our body. 3, 2, 1, let's squeeze. So in this move, I want you to tip forward just that little bit more. And that's going to help us feel even greater contraction through the entire lat. And because we're going for that lower pull through, trying to pull it right into our waist and belly button area, we're going to get that V taper, and that V's your lat is going to connect even lower down here, and it's going to help you with that body position. All right, guys, 28 seconds left here. So keep the shoulders back, eyes on the horizon. 20 seconds to go. Squeezing everything you can with every rep. Even just give it a little bit of an extra squeeze at the top of that rep. 10 seconds left here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. All right, guys, extremely well done. Now it's time to hit the biceps. So we're going to do this round of biceps, then the next round is triceps, then we're hitting core, and that's us done. Now with the biceps, there's no fancy moves, so we're doing the same move back to back for these entire 4 rounds, and it's just going to be a simple bicep curl. So we're going to start with the right arm and curl for the full 50 seconds, swap arms, and then curl this arm for the next 50 seconds, and then repeat. All right, guys, grab your single weight. Let's get into this. We're on in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's squeeze. So in this movement, we're trying to keep the shoulders locked back, and we're trying to feel a nice bit of strength coming through that bicep muscle there. In this movement, you'll also notice my hand is rotated out. It's kind of like into a waiter's curl, and that's just going to allow me to get a little bit of a better squeeze through the bicep. If you are curling the hand in, you're going to be engaging the forearm. So by rolling that hand out just that little bit, you get a better contraction on that bicep. Also notice I'm bringing the weight right up to my chest and trying to pull it even just a little bit wider. Now pulling it for that little bit of width is going to allow you to get wider biceps. So going for that longer head in the bicep by pulling that hand all the way out. All right, guys, 13 seconds left here. So I like to squeeze the bicep just, by holding it as well, just to give that better contraction from your mind to your muscle. All right, guys, we've got 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and hold. All right, everything I said there, let's put it into practice on this left arm. So keep the weight nice and tight into your body. We're on in 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. So the shoulders are locked back, and we're just trying to get all that force to come through the bicep. We're not necessarily trying to lift the weight up, but what we are trying to do is squeeze this muscle as hard as you can, which just happens to bring that bicep up to the shoulder. All right, guys, you also notice we're keeping the elbow in tight to the body. It means we're not using any momentum to swing that arm up. So by keeping it tight into here, we're able to have the shoulder in a better shoulder girdle position, and we're getting a better squeeze on that bicep. 20 seconds to go here. All right, 15 seconds. Keep squeezing through. 10 seconds to go here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Well done. All right, time to hit that other arm. So we're 2 rounds in, 2 to go. We're on in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. Now with this rep, I want you to twist the hand as you bring it to the top, and I also want you to flex the tricep at the bottom of that rep. Flexing the tricep at the bottom of that rep is just going to give an even better squeeze, a better stretch on the bicep, so you get more range of motion. The more range of motion, the more muscle fibers you have to recruit, and the more muscle fibers you recruit, the more stress you put on your body, so they will grow bigger and better. All right, guys, 25 seconds left here. So just that little squeeze on the tricep just really wakes up the tricep, but also puts that bicep into full flex. All right, guys, 15 seconds. Keep squeezing. Just 12 seconds to go. You've come this far. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. All right, we're going to go hit the left arm with that exact same technique. So flex the tricep at the bottom of that rep. We're on in 3 seconds. 2, 1, and go. So going single arm at a time allows that mind-muscle connection to get even stronger. And so sometimes when we're doing double curls, we can lose that connection from that mind. But having all the focus on the one arm, you'll be feeling pretty connected to that muscle right about now. All right, guys, 32 seconds left on that clock. So keep squeezing the left tricep at the bottom of that rep. That's just going to give that big stretch we're looking for. I'm still keeping with the waiter's curl, and we've got 22 seconds left here. All right, 14 seconds. 10 seconds. Choppers here. All right, guys, 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, in this next round, we're going with the tricep overhead extension for that first round. So take the weights, bring them up overhead, and we're just going to tricep overhead extension just like this. Now if you're feeling strong with that movement, stick with the 2 dumbbells. But if you've only got 1 dumbbell around you, you can hold it just like this, and it's still going to give the same squeeze to the back of the arm. So stay with the heavy version for as long as you can, and drop that down when you need to. From there, we're going to go into the tricep kickback, and then repeat that full round. All right, guys, 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. So if you don't have dumbbells on hand, you can do this with a kettlebell, or you can even do this with a plate if you're at the gym. But what I want you to do is feel a squeeze through the back of the arms, and try and keep the elbows nice and close to the forehead. Keeping the elbows close to the forehead means we're not flaring the arms out, and then it could impact some of your shoulders. So keeping everything tight and in, and trying to feel that full range of motion by taking the weights as far down the back of the arms as you can, just to really stretch out the back of that arm. Now, I'm not very good at it, but I also want you to try and keep your ribs down. Keeping your ribs down means you're cheating that movement with that thoracic spine inability to move. All right, guys, we've got 10 seconds left here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Well done. So in this next round, we're going for a tricep kickback. So we're going to tip at the hip. We're going to take both arms back. We're on in 3 seconds. Let's get it. 2, 1, and go. So in this tricep kickback, we're trying to keep the eyes on the horizon, the shoulders are back, and we're just getting a good squeeze out of the back of the arm. If you're feeling like your weights are a little bit light, and this is too easy, what you can do is rotate the hands as they come through, and that's going to help you get more engagement through other parts of the tricep. So in this movement, in the standard grip, we're going to blast this part, but if you rotate the hand through, you're also going to get that entire part of the tricep as well. 22 seconds left here. Now instead of stopping when you hit failure, just go 1 arm at a time, so alternate the arms. That's the way we're still going to keep the muscles under time and attention, and we don't completely stop. All right, guys, 8 seconds left here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Well done. All right, we go back to the tricep overhead extension. So take those weights, take them up overhead. We're on in 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. Let's keep the shoulders nice and tight, keeping the shoulders down, the ribs are engaged, and we're trying to feel the elbows tight to the forehead. So if you feel like you're going to hit failure soon, and you might, you can drop one of those dumbbells and just drop back to a single dumbbell. With that single dumbbell, hold it just like that, and you can keep getting that good squeeze down the back of the arms. So we should be feeling this all the way through here. Everything should be lighting up here. But by having our hands in that full extended motion, all the muscles that connect through here are also getting that full range of motion. All right, guys, we've got 10 seconds left here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Okay, one more round of triceps, then we're done, and we're going for the tricep kickback. And we're on in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, let's squeeze. So we're not swinging the arms willy-nilly like this, we're controlling it up and then controlling it back down, trying to make our muscles do all the work. Oh. So then that entire back should be engaged. So the entire back is locked in, and we're just trying to find the movement through the back of the arm. So the shoulder girdle is tight and strong through that movement. And we've just got 16 seconds left on that clock. You've come this far. Keep squeezing with me. 10 seconds to go. 8 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright guys, coming down to the floor, we've worked the body hard. We start off with the chest, the back, the shoulders, smash the arms. Now it's time to hit that core, then we're done. So for this first move today, we're going with knee swings. So we start in a plank position, and then we're going to take that knee all the way across to that opposite elbow. Now I want you to try and take this hip all the way across that opposite armpit as far as you can. From there, then we're going to come back into a standard plank and then just go same knee to same elbow. But for the first round, which starts in 3 seconds, opposite knee, opposite elbow. Let's go. Just taking that knee all the way across to that opposite elbow. Now keep the hands underneath the chest and try and stay strong through that shoulder girdle. And what we're trying to focus on here is not the number of reps, but trying to get that squeeze through the core as you pull everything across. So in this movement, the knee comes all the way across and you're feeling all that rotational squeeze, trying to pull this hip into this armpit. Guys, we just got 25 seconds left here. Stay with it. So we're trying to get that knee to touch the opposite elbow, and that's how we're going to get as much squeeze as we can through that body. Breathing out with every rep. As you get, the more you breathe out, the more space you're going to have in your stomach to squeeze it in even tighter. The tighter you can squeeze it, the better contraction. All right, guys, 4 seconds left here. 3, 2, 1, and hold. So in this position, we're going to stay in plank. We're here for 7 more seconds, and then the next round, we're going to take the same knee to the same elbow. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So taking the same knee to the same elbow. So in this position, our glutes are on, our lats are on, our core is tight, and we're taking this knee up to this elbow. So before we were taking this hip to the opposite armpit, now we're taking the same hip to the same armpit. And that's going to allow you to get a great contraction through the obliques. So feel all that squeeze through the side of the body as you try and pull this hip high up into that armpit. All right, guys, 22 seconds left on that clock. Oh, that core is starting to burn now. You guys are doing well here. And just 12 seconds left on that clock. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. All right, coming down onto your backs, we're going for a reverse crunch. And we're on in 5 seconds. Now in the reverse crunch, we're trying to use the abs to lift the hips off the ground. That round has begun. Let's hit it. So in this movement, we're going slow with the reverse crunch, trying to feel all that squeeze through the core. So we're pulling the hip into the belly button, then the belly button to the ribs. If you feel like you're swinging the legs at all, you might be using the hip flexors. But what we're trying to do is take the hip flexors out of it and just use the core to pull those hips all the way up, high off the ground. So we're not trying to swing the legs, we're just trying to get the hips off the ground by using only the core. And hopefully you can feel the difference in that movement if you're doing it correctly. So trying to pull the hips into the belly button and then the belly button to the ribs. All right guys, we got 11 seconds left here. Let's keep squeezing. After this, we've only got one more round. All right, 5 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. All right, in this next round, we're gonna do a rope climb, and then we're done. So you can either have your feet on the ground or feet in the air, but either way, we're gonna reach our hands as tall as we can. All right, that round has begun. So opposite hand is reaching all the way up with every rep. Some of you might find it better to keep the feet down because it allows you to get even more contraction through the core. So go for both options and see which one works better for you. So we're breathing out with every rep so we can get as much contraction through the body as possible. So taking that opposite hand up is going to allow you to reach all the way up, and it's going to help you get more contraction and that twisting motion. All right guys, 10 seconds left here and then we are done. This is the last 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done guys, you absolutely smashed it today. My body's hurting and I'm sure you guys are as well. We hit the chest, the shoulders, the back, the arms, and we smashed that core in just 30 minutes. But if you've got a little bit of time left, please do give yourselves a quick stretch before you go off about your day. Make sure you fuel up, hydrate, and I'll see you guys back here next time. Let's get it.